With the 7th pick in the 2009 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry from Davidson College.
I didn't realize that there were so many fans who dislike the Golden State Warriors so much. Actually, the reaction says it all. Nothing against Golden State, but these Knicks fans wanted Stephen Curry, the 6'3" junior guard out of Davidson, who quite simply is the best shooter in the draft.
Big day for the Curry family. And Steph, you recently told me you had a chance to speak with NBA point guard and all-star Chris Paul about the transition from a college point guard to an NBA point guard. What did he say to you?
You know, just be consistent, because every night you're going to be playing against the best in the world that know that position very well. So you can't have any off nights. You can be friends off the court, but once you get on the court, it's all about business and taking care of that. So that's some good advice.
We just heard Lisa speak with your father. What part of the advice that he's given you along your journey to the NBA do you appreciate the most?
I mean, this is the best job in the world. I think growing up, he taught me how to do things the right way, and I can carry what I've learned growing up in my home and just watching him do the way he did his NBA career, and he really applied it to my life. So I'm very excited about this opportunity.
We're talking about the fact now that it's about 20 after 8. Have you gotten him a birthday present yet? It's not midnight yet. It's
I've been a little busy. I'm still working on that. He understands that, so we got a little connection where anything I get him, be fine.
All right. Well, I think he's proud of you anyway.
Yes, sir.
All right. Congratulations, Stu. Back to you.
Next up, the Golden State Warriors at number 11, coached by our friend and former colleague Mark Jackson. The pick is in. Here's the commissioner.
With the 11th pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Klay Thompson from Washington State University.
If you just had a thought, who is that older gentleman who looks a lot like him who we just hugged? It's Klay's father, Michael Thompson, who was the #1 overall pick in the 1979 NBA Draft. Klay will become the 5th son of a #1 overall pick to play in the NBA.
Big night for the family, Klay. Sometimes sons and daughters get swallowed up by the shine of a famous father or mother. How have you been able to deal with that throughout the years?
Well, he's always just been there to support me. And, I didn't have to turn to anybody else because, he was in the league for 12 years, so he has all that knowledge for the game. And I just love him. I love my whole family. I wouldn't be here without him. Even my family in Bahamas and Vancouver, Washington, I know they're out there watching. And I just want to thank him for where I'm here now.
All right, congratulations, Stu. His dad told him to be like a guard version of Tim Duncan. Good fundamentals. Back to you.
With the 5th pick in the 2001 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Jason Richardson from Michigan State University.
Coming out after his sophomore year with the Spartans. Part of that NCAA championship mix with Mateen Cleaves and Mo Pete a couple of years ago. Charles?
Yeah, that's an interesting pick. He's a really talented young player, but it seems like he plays the 2, and they have Larry Hughes at the 2. So that's a very interesting pick, but he's a terrific young talent. He can really jump, but I thought they already had Larry Hughes at the 2 spot.
Well, if you're looking off of last year with all the injuries, maybe they're thinking small forward for his size, outstanding athlete, great defender, runner, one of the explosion people that we have in this draft. But I'm with you. This is an upset at this position.
With the 14th pick in the 1989 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Tim Hardaway from Texas El Paso.
Well, that answers the question about the English problem. Tim speaks English very well. Thank you very much. He went to Carver High School in Chicago. Of course, Carver became famous as the high school of Cazzie Russell. He played, of course, at University of Texas, El Paso. Played very well in the postseason tournaments, was the most valuable player at the Portsmouth Invitational Tournament. Has a very suspect, a very unusual, let's call it questionable, Steve Jones, jump shot.
No, let's call it ugly. Let's just call it what it is. It's an ugly jump shot, but he makes up for it with the great ability to penetrate, and then he is a tremendous competitor. The guy is a little guy. Look at Davis Stern. He finally got to find someone to look in the eye, but he has got a huge heart. He's good at taking the ball to the basket, and that ought to help Don Nelson, because remember, Kevin Johnson made life real miserable for them.
Thank you, Bob. A classic example of the uncertainty of the draft. Tim Hardaway had invitations to visit 9 teams. You went to 7 of them. Golden State wasn't one of them.
No, Golden State wasn't one of them. I tried to go and visit them, but I couldn't fit them in my schedule.
They were a great team to watch last year. Did you get a chance to watch them at all in the playoffs? And what do you know about Don Nelson?
Oh, Don Nelson, you know, he's a great coach, and I'm looking forward to playing with Chris Mullin.
You got a new teammate from the Soviet Union. Sharenas Marcellinus, of course, they signed for the Soviet Union. They also have a couple of pretty good guards there, Mitch Richmond, the Rookie of the Year last year, and Winston Garland.
Oh, yeah, great guards. The guy from Russia, he's a great shooter. You know, I'm just looking forward to going out there on the West Coast.
Think you can fit in pretty well with that team?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough team to guard, as they were last year. Coming up next, the Denver Nuggets, followed by 2 picks that belong to the Seattle Sonics. Don't go away.
You realize who we are?
For the 5th pick in the draft, the Golden State Warriors select Mitch Richmond of Kansas State.
Oh, that's a good one. Mitch Richmond, one of Larry Connolly's favorite players in this draft. 6'5", 225 pounds, 4th leading scorer in the Big 8 on a ball-controlled team, by the way. He was a 2nd-team All-American. Played 2 years at Moberly Community College. He was a JUCO All-American. And from Kansas State comes Mitch Richmond. And Larry, tell us why you like this young man so much.
Bob, the thing I like about him is that he does everything very well. He's a fierce competitor. He likes to get the basketball in clutch situations. He plays well in the big games. He's an outstanding player on both ends. At 6'5" and 225 pounds, I really feel like he's the prototype big guard.
Small forward, kind of like Paul Pressey at Milwaukee.
Well, thank you very much, Bob. A lot of people thought that maybe you'd go a little bit later in the first round. Was it a surprise you're going to Golden State?
Oh, yes, it is a big surprise. I thought they would go with the big rebound, the big shot blocker, but it's a surprise.
2 of the first 5 picks are from the Big 8 Conference. Says a lot for the Big 8.
Yes, it is. It shows that we have great talent in the Big 8, too.
Okay, thanks for being with us. Mitch Richmond goes to Golden State. Back to Bob Neal.
The Golden State Warriors select Chris Mullin from St. John's. There is Chris Mullin. He's been on the television and in the paper a lot here in New York the last couple of days. He said if he could pick a team, he would have picked the New York Knicks because it's his hometown. But he said he'd be happy to go wherever he can go and play. Golden State needs the big guard. He is an excellent player, and if anybody knows about Chris Mullin, it's John Thompson. John. And now let's meet Chris Mullin once again, and here's Rick Barry.
Okay, Chris, some very nice words coming in from John Thompson. Of course, you've heard a great deal of criticism about the fact that, well, he's real slow, he doesn't have a quick step, he can't do this, he can't do that. What do you think about all of that criticism?
Well, I think the questions are rightfully so, and moving up to another level, I have to prove myself all over again.
Well, what do you think are your biggest strengths and also your weaknesses?
Well, I think my biggest strengths would be shooting the ball and court awareness and, making other players on the floor better. And weaknesses, my quickness and defense, but that's something, you try and stay away from your weaknesses.
Well, I have some quotes from a man by the name of Larry Bird who had some things to say about you, that you have a great first step, you get great position, and he went on and on saying marvelous things about you, and certainly I think that you are that type of a player and you should do quite well. How do you feel about not being able to play here in the East and having to travel all the way out to the San Francisco area?
Well, it would have been nice if I could stay home in New York, but I'll make I'm going to make the best of my situation. I'm looking forward to it.
Have you visited with Golden State?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, good luck to you out there, Chris. We wish you the best, and I know that you'll be an outstanding pro. Nice to have you in the NBA. Let's go back to Bob Neal.
Thank you very much, Rick Barry.
Just a few moments ago, Adam Silver.
With the 35th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Draymond Green from Michigan State University.
Big dancing bear from Sparty, Big Ten Player of the Year.
He's a versatile inside-out forward that just knows how to play.
With the 30th pick in the 2015 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Kavon Looney from UCLA.
Been a long wait for Kavon. He averaged 11.5 points, 9 rebounds per game in his only season at UCLA. He's second in the Pac-12 in rebounding, so Golden State gets a little bit of size, and apparently at this point in the draft, not scared off by the potential medical red flag we've heard a lot about.
You know, if I'm Kavon Looney, I'm going to the team where I'm sitting there looking at a guy like a Draymond Green and said exactly right. He was drafted second round, or like for a guy like him, late first round, but that guy's going to get over $10 million this year in Draymond Green. He has the same potential.
Kavon Looney getting his moment with the NBA commissioner, and that is the final pick of the first round as Looney is going to the world champion Golden State Warriors.
Well, Kavon Looney is a long-armed rebounder and shot blocker. He averaged over 4 offensive rebounds per 40 minutes. You know, he can make an open three-point shot, but his value really is as a rim protector, rebounder, interior defender. You know, he can stretch you a little bit. He's not a great shooter, but he knocked down a number of threes. It takes him a little while to squeeze it off. But I think the only issue is he's not a great athlete and somewhat of a limited finisher. He shot only 52% in the paint, 42% against BCS conference teams, but he has certainly got some potential with that length.
He reminds me of a former Syracuse player as well, Hakeem Ward. The activity, the defense, as you mentioned, he's not really a shooter. You're not looking for him to be creative down on the block, not a knockdown three shooter, but the energy, the activity, that's what you want when you're playing for the world champion. You don't need him to come in and try to give you offense at this point.
With the 28th pick in the 2019 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Jordan Poole from the University of Michigan.
Jordan Poole was not among the green room invitees, but one of the players in the crowd here at Barclays Center, the former Michigan star who in the 2018 tournament had that great game-winning three-pointer to beat Houston in the round of 32 to take John Beilein's team at the time.
Going to need a ton of shooting to help the only splash brother there right now, and that's Steph Curry.
And how about this moment for Jordan Poole? You come in, you sit in the stands at the NBA draft, and that decision turned out to be a wise one as he greets Adam Silver on the night that he is the 28th pick by the Golden State Warriors. Bobby Marks, our front office expert, is here now, so we've alluded to it, Bobby.
That's right, Reese. And Jordan, you made the decision to go all in on this draft. What gave you the confidence that you would be a first rounder?
Just being able to work so hard on this particular moment, this opportunity in my life, and I have so much support through coaching staff, my family. I just feel like just being able to be in this situation, I made the right decision.
Okay, maybe you'll be a Splash nephew now?
Yeah, I'm something like that. I'm definitely a little young, but I'm Splash something for sure. Might have to bring the drip to the league.
There we go. Thanks, Jordan.
No problem.
With the 7th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Jonathan Kuminga from Goma, Democratic Republic of Congo, and the NBA G League Ignite.
See the emotion, Jonathan Kuminga. His parents, Didier and Kapinga. It had been, he came to America when he was 13 years old, and this is the first time this week he has seen his parents since he made the move. Wow.
Dedication.
From Congo, of course, with that dream, played soccer there, loved the sport, but he realized he was growing too big for soccer. And now he's in the NBA. I mentioned leaving his homeland by himself and his family in the Congo as a child to get on his NBA path and pursue his dream, one that he fulfilled tonight on the big stage with the commissioner.
But Jonathan, I wanted to ask you, you left the Republic of Congo when you were just 13 years old. Your first basket, as the guys just mentioned up there, was a laundry basket. How does that teenager process all of this?
I mean, it's been pretty great, you know, just growing up in the family that I grew up in. I feel like it motivated me to just be the best version that I can be. And I think that's what pushed me to be the guy who I am today.
And this is the first time in years you've gotten to see your parents.
It felt great, you know. It's been almost 6 years since I left my parents at the age of 13, you know. It was like a hard thing to do, but like I had to go through because I wanted to make my parents proud. So it was more exciting when I got to see them again.
And they certainly are proud today. What is your message to the Congolese children who are watching you now? I know you wrote an open letter to them.
I mean, I'm not just going to say about the Congolese kid. I'm going to bring about all the African kids, you know. I'm African at the end of the day, so basically it's me being drafted here. It brings a lot to the African kids that everybody else is able to do whatever I'm doing at this point. So I'm just really gotta say thank you to all the African kids, and thank you for supporting me.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. Merci beaucoup to your parents, and congratulations.
Thank you,
guys.
With the 14th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Moses Moody from the University of Arkansas.
See the hugs with mom, Rona, dad, Kareem. His favorite memory was his dad teaching him to shoot. I love the pick, by the way, for the Warriors.
I love this for Golden State, right? And my turn for him, disruptive move. Because while you have the Splash Brothers shooting from unlimited range, you're gonna need somebody that's 6'6". And you see those long arms, that's 7'1" wingspan to be a lockdown defender.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Gator from the hit show Dave on FX. Just want to give a special shout out to the 2021 NBA draft class. Congratulations, y'all did it. All that hard work y'all put in paid off. Soak it up, embrace the moment, man. Congratulations. I can't wait to watch y'all play all next year. You know what it is, man. It's your boy Gator. Congratulations, y'all did it.
Moody has used his word to promote social justice and inspire his classmates since he was a senior in high school. Before he averaged 17 points per game for Arkansas, Moody showed he's not just a basketball star.
I am here with Moses Moody and his family now. You are the first lottery pick out of Arkansas since 2006. When I say that, what is your reaction?
Man, it's crazy. That's all I can say. It's tremendous that I'm able to be in this position. I couldn't do it without my family and my team and the people and my supporting staff, man.
Kareem, your son is one of the youngest players in this draft. What do you want NBA fans to know about him off of the floor?
Well, he's a professional, he's a stand-up guy, and he's definitely honored to be in this position, so he's going to represent the NBA at the utmost, and he definitely has the whole state, the whole folks' family behind him, so proud, very proud.
Absolutely, and I think there's a lot of people in this building that are proud. Congratulations to your entire family. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
With the 28th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Patrick Baldwin Jr. from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee.
This is a relatively unknown when you talk about talent, 6'10", 231 pounds. His dad played at Northwestern, was the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. Second game of his senior season in high school, suffered a season-ending injury, dislocated his ankle. Highest-rated recruit in the history of the Horizon League. Could have gone to many other major programs, and now he has the opportunity to go to the Bay Area. Much more.
Ryan Rollins was also picked while we were away. That 44 pick is actually headed to the Warriors, according to our Adrian Wojnarowski, Jay.
I love this pick. Ryan Rollins out of Toledo, 6'4", really long arms. He's got a 6'10" wingspan. He's a skilled combo guard that I think is a sleeper in this second round.
Absolutely.
Size, length, handles it, and a terrific pick-and-roll scorer. A mid-range marksman that shoots 80% from the free throw line, rebounds his position, and he's a really active defender. This is a terrific pick in the second round.
Well, now the Charlotte